I have to say, when I first started journeying, this level was my least favorite. Even worse than the Pink Desert. For one reason. You slide straight through it. I mean, it's the prettiest, color-wise, level of the game, and you slide right through it. And it made me unhappy, is putting it mildly. I was very unhappy with that, and I missed an opportunity there. Whoops. Fail. That's okay. So, when I was anti-glitch. I was anti-glitching when I first heard about the glitches. I ditched the first companion who took me into a glitch. I ditched them. Until I learned there was a Sunken City glitch. And then it was like, I need to go there. So, this is my favorite glitch. So this would be a fairly long tour because I love this glitch. I'm going to show you a couple. The thing is, if I do one thing, it negates another. You can only do one or the other of some things. It's like if you do this, you're going to lose that. So I'm going to opt. Actually, I'll come back up here. So I'm going to opt for not freeing everything in here. So if you leave everybody here alone, you don't free your carpets. So you don't get your flyers. So for someone like me who likes to flyer boost, this is a very difficult decision. But, okay. There's a couple tricks here as far as glitching goes, because you have the glitching in the normal area and you have the glitching outside the normal area. I think in my, I can't remember now, I probably did, in my charge boosting video, I showed this wall boost, which is red cloak friendly, which makes it one of my favorite things. And it gets you up to an invisible ledge above. This is easier with a companion. I can't do exactly what I would like to do because I don't have a companion. I can't fly that far. But the trick here, and Dami has this video, Dami is the one who discovered this, what I'm going to show you, is the way to get the 5 carpets out in the glitch. As a solo, with a companion, it's simple because you can just fly. Solo, it's a little trickier. That was not a boost. A little trickier because you only have so much flight. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. So you've got to bypass the music transition is the key. First thing, leave everybody alone in the rest area. This is called the rest area. Leave everybody alone here. Leave them trapped. Then boost up however you can. You can charge boost too. I don't like these charge boost spots in here. You can RDS, however you get up to. Oh, I didn't collect that symbol. I'm going to go down and do that because I failed that anyway. I remember the day I did those charge boost videos. It was a really good day for all the flying. I was really glad because usually the days were more like this. Oops. Ah! Jeez. I live to right is usually a red cloak. Although this is red cloak friendly, I should be able to do this. Okay. You can sit here for a bit. You don't have to hit fly or anything. You just kind of sit here and hover here. You do have to push forward. I am pushing the forward button and keeping my camera, keeping my camera that way, forward and pressing forward. But you don't have to hit any fly button. Wow, I'm not getting any boost. That's curious. Maybe I'm sitting there too long. Or else it's the white cloak. I'll never put it past it being the white cloak. I can flyer boost up there, but I don't want to release the flyers. I just smacked into it. There it was. Okay, that's more like it. You want to be up here, and the way to tell, it needs to be, you need to see the distance down there, but these two pillars, which you can barely see the other one, wherever it is, those two pillars are kind of your guide as to where you're aiming to land on this ledge. I have Flashman to thank for that. It's like, how do you find it? Well, those two pillars tell you kind of where you are. There's charge boost spots up here if you want to get higher. Not a bad idea to get higher to do this. In fact, I might just do that because I might have better luck. So I hate these spots. Hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But here we go. And it's going to get me the height I need. Mostly because I usually fall out of them. Okay. Lift off. Let's hope. No, see? Oh. The crap from. There it is. I would say excuse my French, but I have a French person in my stream, and I'm not sure he'd appreciate that. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. I don't think I'm going to have the height. I might. I'm going to attempt this. We'll see if it works. The most important thing here to do is to bypass the music transition. And of course I can't hear to know if I have. Okay. Anyway, bypassing the music transition there is very important. I can't hear my stream. I don't know if I did. And of course I can't hear to know if I have. Okay, good. I did. I missed the music. Good. Okay. I bypassed the music transition. So that's the important thing. If you hear the music, then you kind of. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Got to turn this back on. All right. If you let the music go, then you failed at getting the carpets out there. It's leaving them in the rest area and bypassing that music transition. And when I go back through, I'll hit the music transition so you'll know which tune you're listening for. But it's just music. There's no music right now, right? When I go back through, I'll hit the music transition. Okay, I hope I did it right. I can't hear it on my stream. Okay. There's a couple things you can do here too. One little trick, like I said, there's glitches and then there's glitches. If you sit here, you'll see a shooting star sometimes. And just FYI, your shooting star is not your companion's shooting star. You can be looking at all kinds of shooting stars and your companion sees nothing. They are specific to each journey or not shared. Occasionally you'll get them together by coincidence. I'm going to sit here for a moment because I'm going to wait for a little carpet. Our long tail, like I said, our long tail follows us. or leads us, as the case is, all the way to her doom in the underground. I'm going to wait for her here, and you have to wait a few minutes before she'll come back up and lead you on. If you're really lucky, I think I've never experienced it offline. I think I see her coming. There she is. You can kind of see her glow there, I think. Oh no, that's just the carpet's going down. You'll get Lorelei, and she's the one who will join you at the shrine, and then she can follow you. I have a video with Trotter Jelly of 2 carpets, and then I have a video solo with just Lorelei all through the glitch. Dami has a way, like I said, he's the king of carpet whispering. There's my carpet down there. Of getting them intentionally. I've only gotten them ever accidentally. But you can get lucky and get carpet companions. But you can see we have a little carpet chirping at us down there. And that's our long tail, I'm pretty sure. And he'll come up here. He, she will come up here eventually and try to encourage us forward. I need to plug my computer in, so give me just a second. There's my charger adapter. Before it completely dies. Uh-oh. But he's going to sit there and trip at us until we move on. Oof. Okay. Alrighty. See, there he is. Saying, yep, it's the longtail. They made up a name for him. I don't like the name, so I call him the longtail. I'll call Frederick, but I won't call this guy what they named him. They being the younger people on the forum. Okay, I will, sorry, be right back, guys. Okay, I'll admit this is a little, a little depressing. My dogs would normally be driving me crazy, and of course, one of them just passed away the other day, so the other one's just sitting here, kind of very, very quiet. So I'm kind of like, it's so quiet in here. I'm not used to it. Anyway, okay, moving on. Not a whole lot to be done in here. Yeah, I'll come back in here the other way and show you that. So we will heed our little carpet call here. And just in case you don't know, you can pause on the slopes, which I've done a couple of times, and take a look around. I also paused off of the ledge into the rest area. So here look at the names of all the things that we call everything. The rest area was the spot where I boosted out of. This here is the shrine, going into the shrine pit. I had somebody comment on one of my videos going like, oh yay, I got to learn all the journey speak from your videos. I missed. So that was kind of funny, but I realized that when I used to do the journey write-ups that, man, nobody who didn't know what I was, nobody who was not familiar with Journey would have any idea what I was talking about. Okay, let's see. I have a video for entrances for this glitch. I will not. I'm gonna dive boost in because that's the way I can do it. The wall is not friendly with me. It's almost like it says you dive boost all the time, so I'm just gonna throw you out. It does not like me. Okay, so there's the dive boost in. Alrighty, so what I will do though is so that you know kind of where we are. It's funny because I'm sitting here doing this recording with people who are extremely experienced in my stream, so I'm not telling them anything they don't already know. So this isn't for them, this is for anybody who's new at this. Okay. So there's that little glow mound where we just were. Alrighty. This is the surrounding dunes surrounding the shrine pit. And if you just go backwards, I'm going to show you, this is the way I always go up into the city. Mostly because what I like to do myself, and when I lead somebody through on a glitch tour, I keep it short as I can while hitting my favorite spots. So this is my short route. So that's why I go this way. What I'm going to show you though is where you'll come up when you go in through the wall, because the wall is right in there. You can kind of see. That's the problem. Everything's invisible here, and you can get stuck back here. So don't mess around back here too much. The wall is right there where you come up in, and so when you come up through the wall route, you'll come up on this dune here, or nearby it, somewhere around here. Okay, so up in here is where you'll come in if you go by the wall route, if you don't know how to dive boost in or charge boost in. Okay? And just some really pretty views and carpets flying. Now, sorry, the camera is wonky. Usually, if you do it like I do, when you come in by the wall, you'll fly over this, and you'll be somewhere in no man's land over here. No fear, no worries. Okay. This is hard to show because I'm so used to doing it myself. This here is the back wall of the shrine pit, okay? Let's see if I can point. That wall over there goes right into the city, but it also can get hairy in there with keeping control because it's very windy. So what I do, just to make sure I don't get sucked into the normal level, is I stay on this side. So you can see there's that side that goes directly into the city. That is back towards the shrine pit. You can kind of see the edge that we just climbed, okay? This is going away from the mountain. The Sunken City is a very strangely shaped level. The whole box is rectangle or square. But if you've noticed, when you go through it, you make a right turn. So the beginning of the level is actually off to our left. It's not directly ahead. That just gives you an idea of the shape that we're in. So it gets very confusing when you go back up. Okay, so I'm going towards the hallway, the horizontal hallway, the scenic hallway. That's where I'm going towards. Off to my right now is the lower city. I call it the lower city. Some people call it the dead city. I call it the lower city as opposed to the upper city, which is above the shrine pit. Or not the shrine pit, sorry. Above the rest area. Okay? So that's how I distinguish them. So you get I live to write speak, and then you have everybody else's journey speak. Okay. And this is my little plateau. This is one of the very first spots I ever visited in this glitch. Thank you to neuroblastoma. And I was dying of happy when I visited this place. Now, where you don't want to go is directly ahead. Unless you want to go back into the hallway. Then you can go directly ahead. Or you want to get sucked into the wind trap. Then you can go directly ahead. But I wouldn't go directly ahead. However, you can go a little bit ahead and hit the wind. And you'll hit wind. Over here is a super boost spot that I have zilch luck with. So anyway, it's there somewhere. From here, you can do a couple of things. I know this was the first way I tried to get around the whole city, and this was actually the stupid way to do it, because it's a lot harder. It's a little easier to go around the other way. It's just a little longer. All of this is easier with a companion, but to do it this way, I'm not well. So it's going to be just very, very long. You got to come out here a bit. Otherwise, you just keep getting pulled in. There's a wall, an invisible wall there, wind wall. So you get out there a little bit, kind of around everything. And yes, the ground is completely invisible. And no worries here. Blackness is way far off. You're not going to hit blackness for a while. This down here. Okay. Off that way is colored symbols. I got totally lost out here once with a companion, and we were just sat there with colored symbols until we realized we were way lost. Ended up just miles out on the which way would that be? East of the level. Okay, I'm not having a lot of this. It's hard to tell it's hard to gauge your progress with this, especially when you can't hear. I think I'm hitting wind wall. But you'll eventually just keep going and pushing forward, and eventually you will see that you are making progress back towards back along the level. There is a hill you'll run into here somewhere. I haven't been up this way in years. I'm not sure if I'm making any progress at all. I guess I am. Like I said, it's really hard to tell if you are until you suddenly find yourself quite far from where you started. Okay, yeah, here we go. So here's the part of the city you just slid down. This is the part, obviously, the hallway is now to the right. So the city is to the left. There is another glitch entrance that you can get into on the PS3, but not the PS4, and that gets you up higher up here to the upper area. I probably could have tried that way, because if I fail, I probably still can if I slide down. you want to kind of stay outside of the edge of the level here, because the wind will pull you in and you'll just end up down the slide, which kind of cuts your whole glitch tour a little bit short. You can go a little bit in. I'll see how. I tend to just keep a wide berth again for if my goal is the upper end of the level, then I don't want to get pulled in down here. Oops. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oops. Can't see. I don't want to go too far in because I do not want to get pulled in. But anyway, here's. I just want to be careful not to go too far, because you'll just get sucked into the slide at this point. There might be some danger of wind walls, wind traps, and stuff. I'm not really positive down here. I actually have not gotten stuck here ever, but I know people who have. I've lost a companion who got stuck in here. But this is not my normal glitch tour, by the way. I would be very, very leery of bringing a companion this way, because I wouldn't want to lose them. And then that there is your upper slide. The rest area, the rest area is way off to our right now. So this is all probably fairly safe to walk into to a point, because we're way, way, way off east outside of the slide. But I think you can see it right there, I think, is the rest area up in there. And then this is your upper slide. Like I said, the level is an L shape. The main level is an L shape. So your entry point is actually to the left, which is very odd. But up in here somewhere is where that glitch entrance on the upper slope will bring you. Somewhat out of control because there's so much wind. So I'm not how I meant to do this. And again, a lot of what I say here is going to sound very black and white to somebody who has a lot of experience. I'm trying to keep it very simple and straightforward for the sake of the video and the newer people who are journeying. And I was wrong. We're a little off from that. This is your upper slide here. I'm sucked in. No. See, it's very easy to do that. Okay. No, I'm not going that way. But there's your upper area right there. Oh, get out of that wind. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. I might be stuck. Please hold still. Okay. Good. I said very easy to do. Oh, I lost a bunch of forward movement there trying to get out of that wind. Okay. I always wondered what the heck these glows were. But see, suddenly, you're just like, suddenly you're there. It's very strange. Suddenly you're at the beginning. And that's because it's funky shaped. But this is the beginning of the level now. Now you don't want to go that way. Chances of getting stuck, either stuck or just being pulled into the slide, are very, very good there. Going that way. So you want to keep going out. And then you will see your pink desert tower. And again, Dami has a whole bunch. I mean, Dami just he did so much in this level. So he has super charge boosting spots and everything in that on his videos that can be really handy. This is kind of a bit of a drag as a solo because you kind of are walking. Whoops. Okay. The ground kind of disappears under you and stuff, but going too close to that tower will pull you into the wind. I wish I knew where the spot was, but I don't. I'm just gonna let myself fall. There we go. Okay, so I'm just kind of going around the beginning instead of getting sucked into it. That's my intention anyway. And look at, I have colored sand under my feet. That is cool. Colored sand. I don't know how close the blackness is over here. I could be right on top of it for all I know. Okay. So now I've gotten off. That's it. Whoa. I've never quite seen that before. Ah. I think it's my TV. I see a lot more detail. There's a shooting star. How nice is that? Shooting star off to the desert. So anyway, continuing to go around the level, and this is the end of the other edge of the level. So now we're along the other side. This is the, what side, if I'm doing my way, west side? The left side. Okay. I'm quite far away from me. That colored sand. There's colored symbols out here too, which is probably why I have the colored sand. Oh, you know what I did. Okay. I'm headed back down the level. That's why. Okay. So, I'm going to try to go through this so you can kind of see where I am. Otherwise, I'm going to end up all the way down and you're not going to realize where I am. Okay. Through the wall. Come on. Okay. So here's the edge of the, you can see the tower back there. That's the wall into the city. And there's the first slide. There's your ramps and stuff. And down here is safe, but if you get up to the flat part, you're probably going to get sucked into the slide. So generally stay out here somewhere. Okay, and then just go down. I'm going down towards the rest area again. The result of this is I'm going to show you the back way to the carpets, which wasn't my intention, but the way it's going to turn out since I just did the whole tour. Okay, here's the rest area. And yes, of course, you can get stuck in these invisible walls, so be careful. In fact, one of my early experiences in here was with my husband after we first got a second PS3, and he got good and stuck, so I went and got stuck with him. But there's the rest area. And then there's an invisible hill here somewhere. Now we're above it. And the carpets are down a bit here. They're there. Basically, they are almost directly out from the rest area, but a little bit down from it. So if I turn around, the rest area is right there, or right, yeah, in there. So here we have our carpets. And yeah. I usually come up to them from the other side, I usually come to them from a flight over the whole level, but obviously can't do that as a solo. This is one of the places I tend to spend some time making music. So there is no perfectly safe route back in to the Sunken City glitch, to the Sunken City normal area. Almost every way back in has its danger. Okay, I'm making a choice here. I'm not gonna. What I might do, I might restart. That's what I'll do. I'll restart and just do something different. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going down instead of re-entering the level. Or attempting to re-enter the level. Okay, you're actually really safe in here. You're not gonna get. You can pretty much do anything you want in here. Blackness is really far off. The worst that can happen is you keep losing the ground, but you're not gonna get stuck anywhere here. Oh, I could get pulled into the normal level up here if I wanted to. Pretty safe, I think. I've never gotten trapped. I haven't had a lot of experience getting trapped in the Sunken City glitch. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go over to this sand cliff here. And this takes us, I think, if I'm right above the hallway, which on my TV is really hard to see. I don't know if it's any better on the, it's better on the stream. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Now you want to be a little bit careful because you can get kind of stuck in the beginning part of the hallway. I lost a companion that way once. But if you go down a little further, because what happens is you get caught in where the camera focuses directly ahead of you towards the mountain, which is really pretty view, but if you're not in the view, you don't know where you are. But you come down here, and you're behind the hallway. You just kind of want to make sure you avoid the edge of it, like so that you're in the hallway when you come down. But you can pretty much walk all the way back. And if you lose, if you do that, if you lose track of that, just kind of move where you are because you can get kind of stuck. The camera thinks you're in the thing, so your camera gets kind of stuck, so you just move back out. It's pushing me back now, so. Sparkling sands. You can probably get pulled in somewhere here, but I've not really messed with this a whole lot. But anyway, here's the camera does funny things. But that's a neat little area to visit. And then, of course, if you're familiar with the Skilly Man entrance to the glitch, which is one it's so hit and miss that it's not one I even bother trying anymore. Okay. This is where you come up. You're not here. Sorry. I'll show you where you come up. If you're lucky. You come up down here. Down in this area somewhere when you come in through the Skillyman entrance is up in this general vicinity. Because the Skillyman entrance is basically coming out the stop it. Okay, I'm in the wind. But it's coming out the normal exit and then turning around 180 degrees. So you make a U-turn. That's where you end up. So I'm just going to continue down along the edge of the level. So I'm now down. You go into you pause at the hallway, and then you continue down. Well, now I'm down the edge of that slide area. And there's just glare. Okay, sorry, I'm losing myself in the glare. All right, try that again. Okay, there we go. Landing on the edge. You won't, again, don't want to go too far in. There we go. Don't want to go too far in because you will get sucked into the slide. No problem, except that you're now in the normal level and you are no longer in the glitch. And forgive me, but I can't see. So I'm trying to avoid getting sucked in and I just can't see. My room, oh look, it's shooting star. Yes, my room is too bright. I'm gonna have to do the underground tour in the evening, I think, because I can't see a thing. All right, so this is outside on the left to the left of where you slide, and it's basically directly across from where we were when we entered the glitch and walked up. It's just on the other side of that. And now to avoid, because I can't see what I'm doing, to avoid getting sucked into the level, I'm just gonna bypass some nice stuff to see. And again, it's just everything up here is unsolid, so it's just neat to see the outlines of all the buildings. Whoops. Okay, is this where I want to be? I'm not positive. And of course, you can get up here. I swear I can't see the thing. You can get up here going the other way, going the other way from the way we entered. Yes, this is where I wanted to be. Okay, we'll pick up. A lot of this is trial and error. You need to explore on your own, but I'm basically showing you the basics of where all you can go. All the way back up to the top of my... Oh, this looks familiar now. This is where I wanted to be. Oh, I guess that is where I was. I just can't see a thing. All right, I'm going to make an attempt that way. I'm going to get so lost here. Okay, attempt to find the carpets. I feel like I'm in the wrong place. This looks weird. Oh well, here goes. There's the rest of the shrine pit. These guys are really hard to find on your own. Um, I made it look really easy because, I've done this a bunch of times. I probably don't want to admit how many times, but they are really hard to find on your own. The easiest way to do it is to just take off from the city and go towards the mountain. And then as you pass the shrine pit, over the shrine pit, and of course this is with a companion, is to keep looking down and you'll eventually see them kind of congregated. You have to land in the shrine pit originally. You can't overfly the shrine pit somehow, avoid the shrine pit somehow. You need to land in the shrine pit, as far as I know, to get these guys out here. And that actually may be wrong. The one time I've noticed I went looking for them and didn't find them, could not find them for nothing, was one time when I think I entered the glitch without ever landing in the shrine, at the shrine. So like the Skilly Man entrance or something like that. And I never landed at the shrine, and so I could not find these guys. Admittedly, that was when I wasn't used to exactly where they were, so who knows. But again, that's my experience. And yeah, you can just fly with them forever, as long as you get charged from them. Now I'm going to land instead of go directly where I'm going to go next, because I want you to see how I'm getting here. In fact, I'm going to land all the way back down. La, 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 la. Okay, you will recognize where I land. Haha, if I go the right direction. I'm doing video. Okay. Here is back behind the entrance or exit where I entered the glitch. Okay? So if you go out this way, so basically towards the mountain, you'll go through the wall, and you will end up at this part of the glitch. Okay? And you can see the carpets up there. See? And then there's an invisible hill, of course. Since everything, so much in the Sunken City glitch is invisible. Okay. All right. Sorry. I had no idea you could see the carpets here. That is just funny, actually. So that's interesting. I did not know you could see them. I've never noticed them before. But it's not I guess it's not something you'd notice until you've been there. Until then, it just looks like a funny shadow in the sky. But now I know it's the carpets. Again, this isn't the way I go very often. I'm usually flying. So the reason I'm going up here is to show you another billboard. And it's actually, when you're already out here, it's a little easier. So we're above now the shrine pit, and that's the blue glow mound, which loses its blue glow when you're far away from it. And then you're going directly to towards the mountain now. It's to your left. Okay. So it's to the left, and you can kind of see this. This actually turns colors. Yeah, you can see it. The shadows down there. See the shadows down there? I think that is so cool. And you have the blue clouds under my feet. And the shadows down there, like arches. And what else is down here? It's hard to see. There we go. There's a good view of it. That's like that's the first building. Yeah, that's the first building that you pass. The arches. Somebody commented in my stream just now that it's too bad you can't. Oh, see, there's the carpets again. Huh? You can't see alone. You can't see all the color. If you're with a companion, you're flying high above. The colors are just fantastic, and you can see my videos. You can see any number of like Dommy videos, especially because he can fly so high everywhere, or Rubbishaz videos. He can fly so high everywhere, and just you can see the color. I'm not doing that because I'm wanting to show you the ground route. And besides that, I don't have that flying skill in this level. I have a lot of trouble with that. Anyway, back to the billboard, which is, again, directly to the left of the mountain and along this line of that big block box. You can kind of see it ahead of me right now, the edge of it. So the color is going to change. You're going to get white cloudy area. Soon. And here we go. And I guess this is the only billboard you can actually sit in. And here is Incognito Leo's favorite spot. Oh, look, I have a star. Yay. Shady Cat has a video of watching the stars be born down there somewhere. I've never been able to find the spot. I seem to lose shooting stars before I make it there. But this is Leo's favorite spot. Incognito Leo. In between the levels of the billboard. On the PS4, if you go into this glitch, there's a star way up there. This is a sky painting area in here somewhere. There's a strip of area where you can paint the sky with screensavers or with your scarf and your cloak and your eyes. Oh, it is in the billboard too. I have a video of myself playing in it on the PS4 my first time out there. It's a kind of funky. Some people don't like it, but I do. You can kind of paint the sky. Still see the star. Wow. I just got a 48-inch TV, I think, so I'm seeing a little bit differently than I used to. I can still see the star. But so that's the billboard, and then the blackness is quite distant, but it is out there. And you can see there's a bit of color change you can see as you go out that way. Again, easier, faster to do with a companion. On the PS4, you can slide all the way out there pretty much. That's why the sliding is easier on the PS4. And Clowny and I, when we explored it, we're sliding all the way. It's like, shoot, we're gonna hit the blackness where we know it. So you gotta be careful, but it is quite far out there. You can go quite a ways before you hit the blackness. There's not much out there. There's colored symbols. Like I said, if you're with a companion, there are colored symbols out there. Just like there are colored symbols up at the beginning of the level. There's some color change. And that I'm going to I wish I I'm gonna go back up to the city. It's going back around. Back up to my normal city tour, which is much shorter than this. But it's kind of nice to fly through those buildings as if they're real. That's what I like to do when I take a companion through the Sunken City glitch. I like to take them through it as if it's all real because otherwise, you just see, oh, look, it's fake. Isn't that funny? Ha ha, they didn't finish the game. Or it's that's kind of like you're making fun of it. And I like to take it as if, this is a dead city and people died here. And so I tend to normally, if I'm, especially if I'm with a companion I don't know, I tend to take it very quietly. And this is where I usually take them. It's up here, of course, because the sparkling sands are just gorgeous. It's kind of like I like to pay my respects to those who have gone before. So I usually stop at the plateau, but I'm not going to do that now because we've already been up there. And part of stopping on the plateau is so that you can then fly into the city and kind of fly over a couple of the buildings before landing. So I'm going to go up this way. So I'm going to I'm angling towards that right side, like I said, where it goes directly up into the city. I like to do it up at towards the top. And that's the horizontal hallway there, directly ahead. Again, kind of be careful along this edge because there is a couple of wind traps that you can get sucked into. So back down to the actual city. And this is all those buildings you zoom by. And of course, they're all unsolid, but I like to walk around them as if they are real. The sparkle of the sands definitely loses some of its shimmer on the PS4. It's like blinding on this TV. Oops, camera turned while I was not paying attention. Watch, I probably had a shooting star. Oh, there it is. Yay, just in time. On my TV, I can see the pixels of the shooting star. But yeah, I was sitting here with wood chumpkins one day, and oh, the shooting star, and I told him, oh, wasn't that a pretty shooting star? And he said, I didn't see it, and that's when we realized we don't share the stars. So I uploaded the video. That is about it. Now, here's where you can re-enter the level very easily. Anywhere along here, you just slide down the hill and you re-enter the level very easily. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. I think I covered everything in here. That's, probably and then some. Other than a couple of tricks that can be done in the rest area, but I'm not going to go all the way back up there. Which means I left a symbol behind. Yeah. And of course you can do Dommy's carpet stuff, Anyway, watch Domi's videos for that, because I don't do it. So, I'm going to bypass the history lesson. Nice to fly over this part of the city. Obviously easier to do with a companion. I have limited scarf here, and I think I'm out. But back to our blue glow mound. Turns blue again. And then, oh, tricky thing here. If you are out here and don't know how to get back into the level, like I was my first time out here, to get back into go to the underground, is if you go out this way, okay, if you're looking, look where I am, and you can see the outline of the arch, right? Inside that arch is your exit to the underground. Outside of that arch, you can go all the way back to the gate. So there's a difference here. I can go all the way to the gate and I'm safe. Okay? Go back out to the end of that. And if I go straight down the middle. So, the very first time I was in this glitch was with neuroblastoma. And at this point, she was trying to find the exit. I had never been in the glitch before. I had no idea where we were. All I saw was the gate. I'm like, okay, fine. Well, what happened is she was trying to find it. She found her way inside the arch. I was still outside the arch with no idea what was going on. She hit the transition and went on to the underground. All I saw, because I didn't hit the transition because I was on the wrong side of the wall there, was her walking away from me. I had no idea what was going on. So if you ever notice that, go find the exit and just follow your companion to the underground. I don't have 2 PS3s anymore, but I should have done this when I did, would do a video of what it looks like to the other companion when you get sucked into the level, into the next level. Because it happens in the tower, and it happens in the tower, the broken bridge, and the Sunken city. That was a missed opportunity. I meant to do that before I got rid of the second PS3. Because it just looks like you're walking away. Okay, that was it for the Sunken city.